judges, teachers, and friends. On this beautiful day, I would like to recommend an interesting and a must-read book. But before we get started, it would be an honor if I could introduce myself. The name given is Batrisyia Binti Ahmed Nazrin, and you can call me Sarah. I'm going to be 17 this April, and I'm a Form 5 student at Smk Seri Kenangan Segamat. Last year, I participated in the Technipex Innovation Competition, which was called the 3D Innovation Design. I created a project that is called the disposal drain, which can help the part of the world that is affected by flood and dengue crisis. I am very proud and satisfied that I won the 3rd place for the state level and the first runner-up for the national level competition. For your information, I'm a big fan of writing my own lyrics and producing music. I can say that I have a talent in becoming a song composer. Now, back on track. One of the books that I would like to recommend is Matilda. The book has 239 pages and was written by the famous writer Roald Dahl. It is originally published in October 1st, 1988. In a small Buckinghamshire village, Matilda Wormwood is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood. She shows amazing precocity, learning to speak at the age of 1 and to read at the age of 3.5 by reading books. Later then, started to read classics such as William Shakespeare at the age of 4. Well, let's just say she's an extraordinary young girl. However, her parents emotionally abuses her and completely refuse to acknowledge her astounding abilities. At the age of 5, Matilda started school and befriended her teacher, Jennifer Honey, who is astonished by her intellectual abilities. Miss Honey tries to move Matilda to an advanced class, but the headmistress, Mrs. Agatha Trunchbull, strongly refuses and disagrees. Mrs. Trunchbull is a tyrannical person who abuses students in school. She once threw the students who annoyed her into a dark closet infamously called the choke. The dark closet is lined with nails and broken glass. One day, Matilda's friend Lavender pranked Trunchbull by placing a massive nail in her jug of water, and Matilda was accused of doing the irresponsible act. In anger, she uses an unexpected power of telekinesis to tip the glass containing the nail onto Trunchbull without people realizing it. Matilda was also dumbfounded with her newfound power. Matilda reveals her power to Miss Honey. Since then, Miss Honey trusts Matilda and tells the child her secret, which was about her parents' death. All of the inheritance, such as the house and cars, were taken by her aunt, Mrs. Trunchbull, the headmistress. Mrs. Trunchbull treated Miss Honey with so much hate and anger without any reasons. She even took her property that was not even hers. Miss Honey can't do anything since she doesn't have any evidence, and she decided to live in a small shack deep in the forest. For Matilda, she empathized her teacher's unfortunate fate and decides to help her. One day, Mrs. Trunchbull suddenly took over Matilda's class without Miss Honey's permission. She then started to ask difficult spellings that Mrs. Trunchbull thinks that the students could barely answer it. But she was wrong. The frustrated feeling overwhelmed her and wanted to let her anger out, so she spat bad words to Matilda, who is already annoyed. So with that, she uses her telekinesis power to write something on the board using a white chalk. The scene terrifies Mrs. Trunchbull when she saw the word Agatha, which was her deceased brother's. Also, Miss Honey's father's name was written on the board. She quickly ran out of school and never returned. The students in school finally have their peace and joy that they have never felt before. In this story, we know that Matilda is an intelligent, bright, and passionate child. The story also tells us that age is not a limiting factor for you to succeed. Thank you.